Okay, so one of my favorite things to do is to go to like farmers markets and stuff and just look through like the people who are selling random junk. Around me, we have a place called Roots Farmers Market and Auction or something. And it's like a normal farmers market. They sell like, fruits and vegetables, and there's food there, and there's an auction for, I think, like farm animals and stuff. Obviously, none of that really interests me. I should probably buy vegetables and fruit from them because I feel like it's probably less money and you're supporting like a local economy and everything. So I should probably do that, but I pretty much never do. I bought some green beans the one week, but pretty much what I'm interested in is the um, various people who have tables of just like random junk because I'm always looking for cool old stuff, namely pocket knives, but also like lighters and other things that I just think are neat. Tobacco tins are cool. Um, but occasionally I find a pretty good pocket knife at one of these tables. So this is a Camco Barlow. I posted this on Instagram, and somebody who knows more than me told me that Camco was like the budget version of Camillus. And you can tell that this is a very well made knife. Of course, it's got these Delrin handles because it is a budget knife. Steel bolsters, you can tell that because of the corrosion that's built up on them over the years. I've cleaned this knife up a little bit, just removing the loose rust on it and everything. There's still obviously some corrosion, like black spotting and whatnot, because this is an old knife and I didn't want to like spend forever trying to get it perfect because, well, it is an old knife. But it's got this sheep's foot main blade, the half stop, and the action on it is great. And it's got a secondary pen blade, which again has a half stop, and the action on it is really good. So the action on this knife is really good. Knives put together really well. Um, and one of the reasons why I ended up buying this knife is because unlike a lot of the older pocket knives that I find at flea markets and farmers markets and even some like antique places, there is still a lot of blade left on this knife. Like if I wanted to, I could very well carry and use this knife, um, because nobody ever sharpened this on a belt sander like it seems like a lot of people did back in the day, I guess, because you get knives that the blades are like really gone on and like the middles really specifically like worn out and everything, like I said, like somebody sharpened on a belt sander every time it needed to be sharpened, which is wild. But um yeah, you can see there's some corrosion there. There's no real pitting, it's just like surface staining pretty much. But other than that, this knife's actually in really good shape, other than the corrosion which you expect on a knife like this. I don't know how old this is. Doesn't really matter to me. It's probably not super old because it does have the synthetic handles. I think knives older than this would have had some sort of like cheaper bone or like wood or maybe even like celluloid or something. But this is like Delrin, like a pretty modern synthetic. So maybe like the 1980s or maybe even the 1990s. I'm not expecting that this knife is very old at all, but it is well made. It is pretty well put together. It looks pretty cool. The blade is still there, both blades, and it's just a nice little Barlow to add to my Barlow collection. And I picked it up for like $5. In fact, I think it was $5. So I was happy with it for $5 because it's pretty good knife. Um, and for $5, I will gladly add it to my Barlow collection. But anyway, that's going to be it for this video on this flea market Camco Barlow here. And I will see you guys in the next one. And I hope you have a good day.